Welcome back, guys. So we're still continuing to explore the Hines Creek Museum. It's actually called the End of Steel, which means it's the end, it's the farthest north that the railroad came to back in the 1800s when they built the railroad. Man, that's a small engine. The cool thing about these museums that I like is you can actually touch them. You actually touch stuff. Could you imagine this as a job? I couldn't. You're the brakes of the train. Not only that, you're the one telegramming with people. We've got some old newspapers here. That one's from 55. Well, there seems to be they're all from 55. Just storage. Telegraph machine. Mountain. I actually like this house. I like how it's laid out. And if I could, I'd build one exactly like it. Look at that archway. Sorry about the light, guys.
Just looking. Having career.
Sorry, I have my kids with me and they're off exploring by themselves. What is that? It's a butter crank. These homemade butter cranks. I wonder how it worked. Very cool. Excuse me. It's a washing machine. Oh, that's so cool. What are these called? I think these are called 45s and these are 75s. $19.39. Just storage. Nice.
Hey Adam, come here.
Old phones. I like the architecture and the attention to detail. Look at that curves. That's very, very cool. What is this? It looks to be about 40s. Careful with it, I don't know. Can't see a date. Automotive trade. Oh, that's 70s for sure. Power Prairie. An old chainsaw manual. Building supply. Timber. The Hutterites in the area still use these. They got running water above it, but the kids still wash their hands in the old acrylic wash bowls. I think it's kind of cool. If you don't know, Hutterites are kind of like Amish in the States, except they have power and they're still set back in the 1800s, but they're more modernized than Amish people are. And then there's Mennonites which have a different belief system. What we have here is what they used to use to make bread. No. They actually do use this too at a festival, and you can buy homemade bread. Right there is the stage. During that festival too, they have live music. They got local talent coming. Sorry about the glare, but it's about somebody who, Martha, she lived till 100. And it's just an article about living to 100. I think she grew up in this house, if I recall. And no, just something very peaceful about these old places. Spider web. Although the paint is peeling off, you can see the plaster. One thing to note too, that all these places in this museum are natural heritage buildings. Well, except for that one. That one's a newer one, they use that as displays. But they're natural heritage buildings. And that means that the museum gets money from the government to keep the buildings in this type of condition, so they can preserve it for years to come and have generations learn about this. And that's going to be in the next video. Is going to be the school. This is a piece of resistance there. See if they have this unlocked. As we do. This is a newer building as well, but they have I wish they would have had the power up there. See if we could turn on the lights. There's an old reel-to-reel Can't turn on the light. But it's just it's a nature display, really. Where they have cougars and hawks and now Savicious Lumber is actually still running today. It's still in this town and it employs a lot of people from the area, and this is a little replica of the 50s. Really cool. And the sawmill did actually pay for putting this building together and getting professionals in to do it the old log style cabin. Well, that's it for this installment of the Hines Creek Museum. We will see you on the next one. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you like this video. See you on the next one.